There we go. OBS, quit changing my settings when you update, you fucker. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm sorry things are a bit late. Getting things set up was a little late this evening. I really need to get a better fucking... I need to get better lights. Anyways. So yeah. I apologize, no streams last week. Life was crazy. I had a ton going on. I was so busy with everything. I mean, that's life. So, but we're back this week. Things are good to go.
Here, hold on.
Gentlemen.
Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. Everybody say hi, stream.
Hi, stream.
Hi.
Howdy.
So.
That is, in fact, a grenade launcher.
Yes.
That is a fantastic no-context statement.
I'm a no-context statement generator, baby.
For those watching the stream who can see me on webcam, I apologize. Alice made me a wonderful dinner of steak and mashed taters and broccoli.
I haven't eaten yet.
Nope.
Stop making me hungry.
I can't help it. Alice makes good food.
I know. This makes me want to eat something even more now.
So go get yourself a bite to eat.
I don't have anything I can grab.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
Fresh out.
Thank you for the resubscribe, Lantas.
Unless you want me to disappear for another hour to go and cook something.
No, I would prefer you...
I'll bear it. I'll bear through it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're good.
So, I was just saying it before. Thanks for 5 months, Lantas. Jesus. So, are we ready to get started? I, for once, do not have a whole bunch of stuff that I have to go over at the start, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, basically we just have to make purchases and stuff.
Yeah, today's going to be a pretty light session, probably, more than anything, because last session was super hardcore.
Apparently Rook wanted to talk to you about health.
Yeah, because I'm at 10 out of 27. Do I get all my health back when I go to sleep? Or do I only get some of it? Because I think in the rules I only get some of it.
When you go to sleep, I believe the rules are you can roll to recover hit points. Oh no, that's when you're resting. I believe basically you recover hit points via it's been so long because usually they all go to a med station after a combat. My understanding is standard recovery, you roll your hit die every 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what I got. So it would be at this level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I also, however, saw second wind, which I'm also screenshotting.
Okay.
And I am at, see, I'm at 10 out of 27, so that. Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Dankeschön. Yeah.
I mean, you currently meet the prerequisites to use it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So my constitution score is 8. So get my calculator. Which means I get one more hit point than the whole quarter of your full health rounded down. Let's go. Actually, I get 2 more. Let's go.
Hey, it's better
Hi,
than nothing.
Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Goodbye.
Hi, Alice.
Alright, so I can get...
Hello, everybody in the stream.
Hi.
Hello.
Howdy. Swift action. Alright, great. Let's get 8 hit points back, and then I will get more when I sleep.
Okay.
Swift action to catch a second wind, and we're good to go because can't do anything else.
So you guys gonna go to sleep right now, or? Because I mean, you're talking it's like mid to late afternoon right now.
I don't think we're going to sleep right now. I think Lantas is gonna contact the person about getting paid.
Probably in a bit.
And also getting our ship finally fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple things I kind of want to get done. I have some money I also want to spend, but yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, you guys picked up a good chunk of change last session.
Yeah, we did. Plus the
I did.
level up.
Level up?
Yeah, I got money from leveling up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It only affects me, but you know, it is nice to have.
I thought I missed Audie saying we leveled up. And I was
No.
like, what? Okay.
I mean, technically, I do think you guys have done enough to warrant another level up, but...
I don't think we should level up until after we get back to Darga.
Okay.
Gardula, not Darga.
Gardula.
Darga is that even another HUD, or am I just losing my fucking mind right now?
Losing our fucking mind right now. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Everything's fine.
We're all losing our minds at some point or another.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I can get the backup hyperdrive upgraded, the combat thrusters, and personalized controls. Does anyone else want to have personalized controls, by the way?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Personalized
This
controls
isn't
for
a
the ship?
playing character.
Yeah, for the ship.
Hello again.
Hi, Alice.
Howdy.
Is she talking, or did she just dip in and leave?
She only
I
said nothing. And she's
I don't know. I don't know. If
I
she's
am
trying to
paying
talk or
attention.
not.
I am paying attention to chat. I don't know how to respond. My wife and my girlfriend are talking about running away together.
Focus belly. Oh no. Hi, Alice.
Hello again.
I don't
I
think
think
her
she
mic
was
is
trying to
working.
talk and yeah. It's weird. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 Stupid son of
Yep.
bitch fucking shit. I left my steak in the microwave if you want more.
Okay.
Good tool.
I will probably grab it when we take a break.
Yeah. I love you too, Cece, and we're gonna get married and gonna dump Josh in the corner. Maybe he can make us money. I don't know. Something along those lines.
Oh, I was doing the math for all three of us getting personalized controls. Okay, so never mind. We're all getting
Math
personalized
sucks.
controls.
Don't do that. Stay in
Yeah.
school, kids.
I agree. Math
Alright,
is
bye.
terrible. I spent an entire week studying for it, and I only got an 80 out of 100.
That's not terrible.
No, but
Not
it could have been better, damn it. It should have been. I'm
So-
a fool.
So the reason I want to get us all personalized controls is because it's it's permanent +1 bonus on any skill check relevant to that crew position.
Oh, I
So-
thought it was only for controlling the ship.
No. Any skill check relevant.
Shit, put it
So-
on the guns then.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. The guns are gonna get it. Rook Station's gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You know, all three of us are gonna get it. It's only 3,000 credits. It's not too bad.
Only 3,000, he says.
Hey, when you're comparing that to like what I'm doing for the freaking engine,
I was gonna
yes,
say,
it's only
compared to some components, only isn't inaccurate.
yeah. Like, trust me on this. It's only. Like I can show you the list of what my purchase list looks like. It's not a small amount.
No, it's okay. Don't you worry.
Did you break the six figures on it yet?
Yes, easily. But like, are you kidding me? It goes well above 6 figures. Like,
You must have added a fair bit to the list, because the last time I looked at it, I think you were only at like 92K.
oh, it's the base stuff that I want to do is 505K. That's just the important stuff that I want is 505K. There's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of nice to haves that I want to have. You know, like a medical suite, a workshop, things like that.
I think
I can't get all of these.
I
by
think
the
the
way.
.75 hyperdrive and the advanced nav computer weren't on the first list when you showed it to me before. I can't remember.
Funnily enough, that hyperdrive's not even the most expensive part. That fucking nav computer is so much more expensive.
Oh yeah,
Like it's like
nav computer's over 100K on its own.
it's a good like fifth of the base cost of what I'm trying to do here. I think I'm gonna have to cut out the jamming suite. I'm gonna be honest. Because
Yeah, I don't have anything to do until we get paid and then go shopping.
Same.
I would love to get that.
Because I don't
backup
want to go
battery,
shopping
but-
twice. I'd rather.
Yeah, I know. I want to get paid as well. So shall I call up the contact? I suppose I should call up the contact because I'm going to be honest. Part of what's holding me back on buying everything is contact Kuwabar. I believe Kuwabar is who I need to contact. Okay, so does that sound right to you, Audie?
Yeah.
Okay. My notes are a little incomplete. I just noticed, so that's why I had to double check.
Which is strange because I
Re-
saved
really,
it last
really
time.
quick.
Yeah.
Did we want to copy the memory cores from the P2s?
Yeah. I think we did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we did. If you could please get on that.
I think I would need to use the console in your room again.
Okay. Shouldn't there be a console in engineering he could use?
Yeah.
Like right here, maybe?
There is. Why?
Runs off to engineering. What's this place called again? This city?
The city that you guys are in right now?
We're in
Yeah.
Mos Eisley, aren't we?
Yeah, Mos Eisley.
Moss. Definitely misspelling it. But I can fix that in a second. Yeah, I
Typed it in
misspell
game
a
chat.
lot. Yeah, thank you. There it is. Copy. I'm just trying to make sure my notes are a little more complete.
Excuse me. Roll me a computer use check to make sure you can properly access the files. I'm not going to make you roll a mechanics check to try and hook it up because you have plenty of time to do it, and it's something you've probably done 1,000 times. Oh, that's...
Nice.
Not quite, but almost the worst thing you could have rolled. So what's your total with that?
19.
Okay. So for the first core memory module, yeah, you've got it connected up. You can access the file system. So yeah, you have full access to the files, everything in this core memory core.
Wow, I just had a major lag spike, but I succeeded.
Yep.
Great. Copy that information. Let's go.
Okay. Are you copying it into the computer on the ship, or are you copying it to like a data pad?
I don't have data pads.
So into the data banks of the ship it is.
Wait, no, don't you have some data cards on you? I would have probably handed you.
Do we still have those?
I would have handed you 2 data cards.
I don't have them on my inventory, so okay. On to data cards.
Okay, that's fine.
And then there was
second droid head. So you disconnect the first one, hook up the second one. Roll to access.
Hold on. Would I have needed to cover my tracks?
From what, accessing it?
Yeah.
Why?
Is it gonna show that the information was copied?
I mean, your system shows it's been copied several dozen times.
Okay.
Just assume there's probably not timestamps.
That's hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, that's really good.
So
So you get this one hooked up, and you get access to the file systems. However, your computer starts acting a little funky. Every time you go to select the data files and transfer them to the data card, it just randomly deselects everything you're trying to clone.
Huh. Is there anything in use computer that I can do? Can I check for viruses or something?
Yeah, roll another use computer.
Well, that's awful.
Good thing it's a skill check, huh?
Yeah.
Good thing it's a skill check, huh? So that's an 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell there's not a virus. However, there is some sort of software that is running.
Can I figure out what software is running?
Roll a knowledge. Do you have knowledge technology?
I do.
Roll me a knowledge technology.
24.
It seems to be that the programming module in the memory core has activated itself.
What does that mean?
It's counter hacking you.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
So, memory core is essentially a droid brain.
Right.
So, the programming in it is the B2 battle droids are considered semi-sentient droids. They are able to function independently based on their programming. So they function around the last order that they were given, and whatever needs they have to follow in order to complete that goal. Essentially, it's waking up.
Yeah, turn it off.
You immediately unplug it.
Hey, Captain.
Yes?
Well, I got the first one, but when I try with the second one, it tries to wake up.
And you bypass the processor?
Oh, can I?
I don't know, can you? Sounds like a knowledge technology check, doesn't it?
I don't know, Oddy, can I?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you can attempt.
Alright, let's try it out then.
I don't know, that's the first thing that popped in my mind when I heard, that's what was going on.
Yeah, IRL me has not the greatest of tech skills, as you might be able to tell. So,
So basically, when he says bypassing the processor is the actual functional device that triggers its command functions.
It's what executes any code for it. So basically, I'm asking you to just go directly to the memory chiplets, so to speak, and access those, instead of going through powering up the whole computer and going and just having it give you the data.
So to put it into perspective, instead of running the software and looking for your file in the software, he's telling you to go into the files of it without running the program. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that use computer again?
Yes.
$21.
Okay.
21 with a 4. Like,
So you hook it back. You hook up, rather than hooking up to the standard access point, you directly hook up the memory module, which takes you a little bit more work, but you do manage to do it. Yeah, you have full access to the files.
Sweet. I have done what the captain has asked. Copied files.
Okay.
And that I heard dice rolling. I'm about to get blown up.
No, nothing for you to worry about.
Perfect. As far as I can tell, I've done everything required of me.
Yep.
Alright,
Pretty much.
Captain, all done.
Okay. Can you try checking through those files to see what they were actually after?
Thought we just copied that.
Well, yeah, I want to know what they were looking for. Okay, yes, I know Verizon. Fuck off. Oh
Alright,
my
you want me to
god.
open the files?
Yes, if you can open them in a secure terminal, that'd be fantastic.
I mean, pretty sure the only terminals I have access to are the ones on your ship.
So basically, what he wants you to do is, the simplest way I can explain it is essentially disconnect your computer from your terminal from the network and run it and access the files without being connected to the rest of the systems.
Basically, open the files in a shell of the computer, so that way it's not able to access any of our files or fuck with any of our systems. The
Okay.
analog to it in our world would be running it in a virtual machine. In other
Alright,
words,
let's disconnect this terminal.
In other words, it's a machine that doesn't actually exist, and anything they do in it, you can just wipe the entire
Something
machine
like
and-
that, I'm not going to make you roll for, because it's something simple.
Yeah.
So you plug in the commands to disconnect the terminal from the network.
And then I start opening files.
Yay. Okay, go ahead.
The files are pretty much as you expected. One of them is essentially a base program function. To put it as simply as possible, it's if disconnected from network, repeat last command until reconnected to network.
Alright.
There's a few memory files stored, basically like recordings of what it sees, what it hears, what it does. Beyond that, there aren't really too many unusual files that you can tell.
Alright, Captain. You want to look, or did you just want it done?
I mean, you've gone through both of them, right?
Yeah? Seems pretty standard to me.
Okay. Well, not entirely sure what we were supposed to be finding on those, but okay. Yeah. Just keep those cards separate, I guess. And I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and contact Kuwabaran.
Okay.
And I will undo what has been done. Take everything out, replug it in.
Okay. Zorna, roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 16 on dice, plus my modifier, which is 7, so 23.
As you are waiting for the signal to connect, you notice that your computer is acting a little funky. You can't quite place what's going on, but something ain't right about it.
Okay.
But after a moment, Kubar's face appears on the screen.
Okay.
Ah, how can I help you?
Hi, Kubar. Yeah, I was, hoping to discuss our deal. I seem to have held up my end of the bargain.
Ah, okay, so what I heard was true. I take it Aphrod's dead.
Yes. Quite.
Did you find anything fun?
Indeed.
I will come with a couple of my men and pick up the items shortly.
All right. I look forward to that meeting.
Certainly. The screen clicks off.
Grawl, can you please take a look at my bracer computer? Something seems to be funky.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Alright.
roll a computer check as well, because I'm just, I'm gonna just try to skim it. Oh god, that's... Okay, that's an 11. That is still apparently an 11, not a 3.
Use computer?
No, the roll that I did for my use computer, which is important because I don't have a good use computer, so it's a total of 16.
I'm asking you want me to use the computer?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just using the computer real quick while I hand it to you.
21. My rolls are great tonight.
Hey, you can't always have good luck. Zorna, you aren't sure what's going on. Grawl, as you're looking at it, there's a program running that looks familiar, and after a minute you realize, wait, that's the program from the memory core that triggered.
Huh. Alright. Isolate it.
Yeah?
Okay. Attempt to isolate, I guess.
How are you trying to isolate it? Are you trying to shut it down? Are you trying to keep it running, but keep it from, like trying to hop to another system?
Do the things that Lantas is typing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you... So basically you cut it off. However, at the same time, the ship starts blaring all sorts of alarms all over the ship.
Oh, great.
Ow.
It's a good
I'm
thing our
assuming-
ship's broken as fuck.
What were you saying, Lantas?
I was saying that I am assuming this is quite loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the ship's cockpit and try to shut it down. Do you want me to use computer for this, or?
No, you know how to shut down your ship's computer. You know how to
Okay.
turn off all the alarms and stuff like that, so I'm not going to make you roll on that. That's a very basic.
What the heck is going on? Can I see what was last being run on the ship's computer while I'm shutting this down?
So, the program that Grawl isolated on your wrist computer is also functionally trying to activate all sorts of systems in the ship's computer system.
Grawl? What is going
Yes?
on?
Seems like the one of the B2s has something that we didn't expect.
Well, can you isolate that and remove it from my ship's computer and my bracer computer, please?
Did I already do it on the bracer computer?
Well, you isolated it. I don't know if you removed it.
Oh, removed it from the bracer computer? No, he just isolated it.
Yeah. I'm asking for it to be isolated and removed.
Yeah.
Removed from the bracer computer. I want it isolated from the ship's computer and, you know.
I want to remove it.
From the bracer computer, I'll let you remove it without a roll.
Okay.
Because you've already isolated it.
He's going to have to isolate it from the ship's computer, too.
Yep.
Okay, here you go, and I give it to you as I...
Okay, I'm going to follow you back in and just suggest when you're in here. Maybe, cut the computer's access from any systems before you try turning it back on.
Okay.
Damn, that's a bad roll.
I
Sure you
know.
don't want to try another dice, dude?
I'm on a roll. This is the one that I've had the entire game. It would never betray me.
Never betray.
It would never betray me, except it's betraying me.
23.
Okay, so you isolated on the ship's computer.
Alright, now let's use Lance's die and see what happens.
Just want
Kill.
to grab out of the box.
So
having
Lance's
full
put your
luck.
dice.
Hey, I grabbed a fresh one out of the bag, okay?
That's
Conspiring
why
against me.
it hasn't had all the luck rolled out of it yet.
So that's an 18. So
So what are you trying to do?
you said I isolated. I was trying to remove it.
Yeah, you successfully remove it.
Great. Was that you who rolled this one, Lantis?
Yeah. I have a rolling technique that I do.
I'll be right back for the.
Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, you remove it from the ship's computer.
Okay. Can you please get the computer reset back up?
Sure. Anyway, another used computer.
Nope.
Boot everything up.
I'll just let
By
you
the
do
way,
it.
what kind of program was that? What was it trying to do?
Do I even know what program that was?
You're not sure.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Out of character, I can tell you. Essentially, the droid brain was trying to integrate into your ship so it could continue its programming.
Nice.
Oh, it's a good thing we isolated and removed it so quickly, right?
Mm-hmm. So I had it. It was going to go one of two ways. If it rolled a 20, I was going to let it activate one of the ship's systems. And if I rolled a 1, it was going to accidentally self-delete.
Nice.
I rolled neither. It got very close to self-deleting. I rolled 3 2s. 2 of them in a row.
God damn.
Perfect.
The second time it rolled, the second 2, when I did 2 in a row, is when Zorna detected it on her wrist tablet.
We're just gonna not tell people we made a deal with about it, and then they're gonna be very confused when weird shit pops up.
Well,
They're just gonna be like, what the fuck?
that happened.
Yep, all done.
Just gonna keep relaxing. It's been a stressful day. Also, I realized the 505 thing, that's not the total cost of all of the important stuff I want to do to the ship. That's just the sublight drive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pain.
So, after a bit, you get a signal that somebody is requesting permission to enter your hangar.
Oh, my hangar? My cargo bay? Okay.
No, the hangar that your ship is docked in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
When you're renting out the space, it's treated like it was your space, so
yeah.
if it's not
Alright.
you or somebody you've approved, they have to ask permission to enter.
HK, Grawl, if you would please follow me. We'll go greet these visitors.
I don't know why I have to, but okay.
I'd rather have you sneakily just sort of watching just in case anything happens. Like, honestly.
Damn, nice dance moves, HK.
Anyways.
So you send the signal to allow them entry.
Yep.
And as you come to the
And
bottom of the boarding ramp, you can see Kuwabara, who you recognize, and his 2 guards, who you very obviously don't.
Mm-hmm.
Kuwabara looks perplexed.
Perplexed.
Mm-hmm.
What does he look perplexed about?
You don't know. He's just got this very confused, distressed look on his face.
Is everything all right?
You know, not long after you called me, my computers at my compound started acting up.
I'm gonna look at
My
Grawl.
men are working on it, but it raised a question of why would somebody who claims to be my ally be...
I can assure you it was not intentional. Just a moment ago, my own ship was being affected by that thing. Had to disconnect the computer in order to purge the program.
I see.
Having fun there. Hello?
I'm muted. Yes, I'm having fun. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Zorna, roll me a persuasion.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. It's a 4 on dice, so that's a 21.
We are rolling wonderfully tonight.
Forgive me for my implication. It simply seemed too coincidental to have not been intentional. but nobody would intentionally do something to their own ship, I would think.
Indeed. It appears that one of those droid brains was a little more... what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it. Elusive? No. Fuck.
Clever.
Not clever. It's similar to covert.
Sneaky.
Kind of. White, the word I'm looking for. Clandestine. It's a little more clandestine than I can say anyone was expecting.
Excuse me. Well,
fine.
I can certainly say that it's a good thing that it was noticed very quickly by my technicians. As it started to activate, they fairly quickly dealt with it, but I cannot lie and say it did not for a moment leave a bad taste in my mouth. With a concern of would somebody claiming to be my ally really attempt to so blatantly attack me, but I can see now it was simply a bit of folly and a lack of experience. We won't hold that against you.
I look over at Crawl again. He's like, nerd. You know what I mean? Just sort of giving him a side eye. Just like...
I give a look of absolute lack of care.
Apathy.
Listen, dude, I'm in fucking pain. My hands are burnt to shit. I haven't been this damaged in probably ever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you've taken that much damage prior.
No, he hasn't. Although, let's just be honest. All of this is just because of poor rolls.
Yeah.
Just a streak of bad rolls, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not actually, inexperience, it's just, bad rolls. Fuck you.
Sometimes you get unlucky.
Back to... Indeed. I suppose everyone has a bit of bad luck. On occasion. Excuse me. Mini burps.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Oh
Okay.
boy, this is going to end well.
We use... This was a D20 that gave you, right? Saw?
Yeah, the middle one.
Okay, 19.
Okay.
One.
Let's try your dice. Nope.
Saga gets a nat 20.
Hey, that's the best thing you've rolled tonight.
No, I think he rolled a
No,
14
actually
at one
rolled a
point.
6.
Or,
I rolled a natural 20 earlier.
oh yeah, he did roll one nat 20, didn't he?
Is it,
So what is your total?
plus 10?
I have a plus 8. So 13 total.
Isn't that 20 a plus 10 to whatever I rolled?
On a skill check, there's no criticals.
Oh, right.
So it's just plus your...
In total, 33.
Okay. I was pretty sure you were all were gonna hear it, but just in case, I had to have the off chance. But all of you are startled as you hear the sound of so when it's only been talked about in a couple of different books, but capital class ships can jump essentially against the atmosphere of a planet. They can come out of hyperspace against the atmosphere of a planet.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. They
Oh,
can.
that's horrifying.
And it makes it creates a sonic shock wave.
Which is why they usually don't do it.
They essentially equate it out to being the sound. Imagine the sound of a cupped hand hitting the water. That. Whoop. Now imagine that at the level of a jumbo jet. Like, it is so loud you can feel the sound hit you. And as you hear it, you all look up, and there is a Venator taking up orbit.
Huh.
See.
And Kuwabar looks at you, Zorna. Why would they be here?
I shrug. I don't know why they're here. Honestly, I don't. Do you want me to make a persuasion check just to be sure?
No, this time he believes you.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know.
News has been scarce. We know there was something that happened with the Jedi, and we know that there's been some sort of situation with the Republic, but we don't fully understand what's going on. We know it's now becoming the Empire, but
You have more news than I do. I was stuck in hyperspace for a couple days when all this was happening.
so you haven't heard.
I've heard that there's some sort of empire now from you, but that's about all. And, you know, what word on the street is.
He pulls out a data pad and taps a couple things, and your wrist computer beeps, receiving a file from him.
All right. I'll go ahead and take a look at that.
It is a conglomeration of news stories. There is one that is betrayal. The Jedi Order has betrayed the Republic. Yes, it does.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
I've just been assuming that this whole time, just like, yeah, hollow screen, you know?
Another one is Masters of the Jedi Order attempt assassination of the Chancellor. The next one is Senate meeting adjourned with the announcement of the Republic being dissolved in the formation of the First Galactic Empire.
Can I do a quick history check on that one? Like, knowledge of galactic lore or something?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
History. I'm a nerd.
That's a 19 plus 5, so 24.
Okay, and what are you trying to find?
Was there a previous empire?
There have been previous empires, but none of them have been considered themselves the Galactic Empire.
31.
Okay.
You two can recall the Sith
this.
Empire. There are you can recall a few. You know, you can find information on a few empires, but none of them were classified themselves as galactic empires. They controlled some space, and in truth, yes, they wished to control the galaxy, but they didn't have control of the entirety of the galaxy. This one, of course, there's the Galactic Senate, which literally every planet you can see on the star map that's underneath the ship has a senator in the Galactic Senate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, Dagobah representation. Let's go.
Eh.
One of the next things they show is a reporter approaching the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, and you've seen images of it before. You know, Jedi Temple on Coruscant is a beautiful structure. It's an incredible place. However, the images you are seeing of it now, there's one of the towers has almost entirely collapsed. There is just smoke billowing from the structure, and it is very clear that if it isn't still going on, there has been a massive conflict in this structure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is news. I don't know how else I'm supposed to react to this, honestly.
I mean, as much as you have your own agendas in that, the Jedi are fairly well known. You know,
Yeah.
there's, I mean, even for you not really caring much of the Jedi, this would be quite shocking.
Yeah. I'm not to think about all of this. This is not what I was expecting.
Well, if they're here, I see only two possibilities. Either they're here searching for something or someone, excuse me, or the Empire has decided to start exerting its control over all the systems.
Well, the Separatists are gone, right? It's not like there's anyone to oppose them.
No, the Separatists aren't. Anyways. I'm not talking in character, sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you're right. Well, at the same time that there was at the same time that it was announced the Jedi had betrayed, it's so strange calling it the Empire. It's been a republic for so long. At the same time, the announcement of the betrayal of the Empire by the Jedi, it was also announced that the Grand Imperial Army it just doesn't roll off the tongue, does it? Grand Imperial Army. They'll have to workshop that. Anyway, it was announced that they had successfully destroyed Grievous. And it has not been confirmed, but it sounds like most of the leaders of the Separatists movement have been captured or killed, though the Imperial sources aren't being clear as to how.
I had assumed that we saw news on that too, and that's why I said that.
Well, yeah, I guess there would have been information on that in the packet of news that was handed to you. Essentially, this is like handing the data he sent you is like handing you several days worth of newspapers. Which is why he said if it isn't still going on, there has been a great conflict there.
Yeah.
Because remember, in the lore, the battle for the temple took 19 days.
Yeah.
And
it's more just like me being shocked that, they would dispatch a Venator over here so soon over rumors. I'm trying to feel out this whole situation. Like, how much of an ally is this guy? Like, because obviously they're probably going to be. They must know that we're here. This is just me brainstorming out of character, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. They if they're here, decent chance that they know that we're here. So there's a decent chance they're gonna find us and try to search our vessel. So the question is, how do we hide, Aramis and any evidence of it? Do we trust this guy enough that we trust him to hide Aramis for us for a
How?
couple of days? How?
I was going to say, well, you do know he works for a hut.
Mm-hmm.
You just did a job for him.
Mm-hmm.
But again, he works for a hut, and he is the type to be that kind of an opportunist. So...
Yeah, which is why I'm thinking it's probably not a good idea to trust him with this. But we do need a place for Aramis to lay low. Maybe we try contacting Lucy.
I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's more likely they're gonna try to exert their influence. I mean, what are they gonna find on Tatooine?
There are plenty of possibilities.
Like what?
Well, if the Empire is unintelligent, they could attempt to stamp out groups which they believe may subvert their power, in which case there is one that would fit that description right here on Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
The huts.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but
Yeah, I got that.
The huts are one of the few groups that could subvert the Empire. It is possible that maybe the Emperor is considering going after them.
In that case, we have a deal, right? You want these brains and you'll take
Yes,
less of a cut.
Yes.
anyways,
I wouldn't mind getting paid.
yeah.
Forgive me, I have so many deals going on right now. What was it that I promised to pay you?
Oh. I didn't write down these. I remember it was like he was gonna take, I think it was 15% cut.
Yeah, he was going to do 15. It says that for 5% off of his cut, so we'd be at 10%. He wants the memory cores.
Yeah, so then he's only taking 10% cut, but I don't think he ever specified how much he was paying us.
Yeah, he did not actually specify how much.
Honestly, I'm not sure how much I should say here. Can I have a hint, Oddy?
Well, to be fair, he was negotiating out the deals on... Oh, shit, what was it? Oh, balls, I should have gone back and looked and...
Yeah, no, I understand. Mos Eisley was where the cantina was, so yeah, to figure.
Let's do it this way. He holds out his hand, and one of his guards places a pouch in it. He opens the pouch, and out comes a handful of credits.
Okay.
2 droid memory cores. You took the data from them. 2,000 credits? Fair?
For the... is he just talking about for the droids?
For the droid memory cores, yes. Because
Okay.
remember, he's he's gotten it equated out for you to get your ship repaired by the Empire.
Yeah. But then there was also the contract for A5.
Was he paying us for that?
Yes. Well, technically, he was finding the contract for us. He was acting
Oh,
as
but
a
he was
middleman.
taking a cut too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a 10% cut. Can I do... What would this be on? Knowledge bureaucracy? I guess I just don't roll. Okay.
Well, let me put it this way: if you consider it in the simplest way, it was essentially a hit contract.
Yeah.
$2,000,
Right.
2,000 credits. That would be essentially like him offering you $150 for taking somebody out.
Yeah. I'm looking at assassination. The target would have been probably at least moderate, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So with moderate, it would be RCL times 2,000 credits for the hero's pay. RCL would be what, at least 4?
CL is total character level divided by number of characters. So you guys are level 4, right?
Yeah.
So
Question is, are we counting Aramis in the calculation?
I'm counting your full crew.
Okay. Oh, my full crew.
Yeah, so at this point, including Kaveri and Solith and Fred.
Oh, okay.
What is 26 divided by 6?
26 divided by 6. .33. Repeating.
Okay, so it'd be 4. Or no, 5, because we chose to round up. So yeah.
Okay. So CL is 5.
Yep.
I can do this in my head, but just want. This is what it should be pay for that kind of a job.
Okay. So it's up to you. You can try to just call it for that. You can try to negotiate it higher.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, what's your persuasion?
Plus 17, so that's going to be a 24, I believe.
Okay, and what are you trying to persuade?
Come now, that hardly seems fitting.
Oh. Can't blame a guy for trying.
No.
I will say my cut is 1,500 credits.
This cut's 1,500.
So he puts a couple of the credits back in and holds the bag out to you. So that would mean in total, originally there was 15,000 in the bag minus 1,500.
Yeah. Minus 1,500. So there should be 13,500. Okay. I'll go ahead and accept the bag. And I'm going to hand it to HK and ask him to please count it.
Okay, I will start counting.
I will say
by one.
your systems would allow you to essentially detect the weight. So
Yeah.
you can very quickly confirm, yep, 13.5.
Yay! And I suppose that's getting split amongst all these people, or is it just getting split amongst us four?
That is up to you guys.
Okay. We'll talk about it after this.
And by the
It's
way,
a pleasure.
to give you a rough idea, so the total group level is calculated by adding everybody's levels together. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 8.
8? Oh god. Fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Credit readers are nice.
This is why we got you that credit reader, right?
Hell yeah.
Shit like this. I'm guessing he probably noticed that as soon as I handed it to HK, that HK has a credit reader on him.
Oh, he wouldn't think anything other than that. I mean, that's part of doing business.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone protects themselves in different ways.
Making sure you're getting paid the right amount is a kind of an important factor.
So, I think our business has concluded.
Indeed. It's been a pleasure.
My suggestion to you is, if you're worried the Empire's looking for you, there's plenty of places where you can hide out. It's Mos Eisley, after all.
Indeed.
If you need more work, you know how to get in touch. I'm sure we can find some more work for you.
Of course. It's been a pleasure.
I wouldn't go that far. We've only just met.
You can... I was obviously just, sort of being businesswoman-like.
Oh yeah, no, it's at this point you can see he is the business type, but he's the shady business type where he looks at everybody with that eye of disdain and mistrust.
Mm-hmm. He's been operating in the underworld a little too long.
Be happy you never had to pick a fight with him.
Right.
You might pull out my blaster, you say.
It's your funeral.
Anyways.
So, and with that, he turns and he and his guards begin to leave.
Alright. I'm just going to hang out at the end until they finish leaving, and then I'm going to close the loading door.
No.
The ramp.
Remind me, when you guys were leaving, did you guys reactivate the self-destruct system on Aphod's base?
Yes.
Okay.
It did
Yeah.
self-destruct.
Okay.
And then we also said that we made sure to get everyone that we knew about, including the tiny little spice guy.
Yeah. The guy who
We got
was
everyone out.
completely zoned out.
Yep.
You know, he's probably like waking up later and just being like, the fuck happened to me? Where am I? Just so fucking zonked out. He probably
yes.
thinks it was one hell of a trip.
So his basic suggestion to you was, don't be here.
At the ship. Yeah.
Or at the very least, if you have concerns with the Empire, don't be here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because, like, for you gotta be here, because if you want your ship fixed, they gotta communicate with you.
Yeah,
But-
but I'm the only one who has to be here aside from Bodyguard, HK, and I guess Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to close up the ramp and we're going to go back in to talk.
We're gonna.
Oh, as a side note, one thing that Kobara did tell you is that a repair team would be coming in the morning to begin repairs.
Yeah, he did mention that
Okay.
when I last spoke to him.
Well, when you last spoke, he had only told you that they had gotten it arranged, but he didn't give you any of the finer details. You know, when they would start, things like that. But one of the things he told you in that conversation as he was picking up the droid parts that you recovered for him was that they were going to be coming in the morning to begin.
Okay. So, guess HK is going to come back in as well. Is Aramis still over here?
Yeah.
Aramis, we have to have a spot.
By the way, as you walk past him, the look on his face is he's trying to present himself as stoic, but you can see in his eyes that there is a level of
Oh shit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, how much of that conversation did you three hear?
These two shake their heads. We've been in here trying to figure out our next step. It was only Aramis that went out there. And he's just kind of staring off into space, completely zoned out.
Alright, how much have you two heard about the news lately?
We know the Republic's now the Empire, and we know that something's going on with the Jedi. Out here on the Rim, information can get a little... Information can get a little difficult.
Indeed. Thank you for joining us, Fred.
Certainly, ma'am.
I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up the files onto, I guess... Can we just say this is a hollow screen as well? Like, one of those game screens and can be multi-purpose?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
It's pretty much all the YT series ships, or like the VC. I mean, the YT had the hollow table where Chewie and R2 were playing the game. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up those articles on there and start, going through them. So, things have gotten complicated while we were in hyperspace.
Solith looks completely unfazed by it. Fred, you can see, is kind of starting to process it. Kaveri looks entirely shocked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at this point you guys can realize Kaveri, as much as she presents herself as this, so when you met her, she presented, the way she acts, the way she talks, the way she, she was working for a crime syndicate. She presented herself as this kind of rough and tumble scoundrel, but you're starting to realize as she sees it, you can, and Zorna, you especially, because you've kind of lived a life to be able to read people.
Mm-hmm.
Kaveri is not as old as you thought.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn, that kind of sucks. Okay. So, taking all of this into consideration, and the fact that a Venator just jumped into orbit, things are going to get complicated, and I'm going to have to ask Solith if you and Kavari can help Aramis and maybe Grawl lay low somewhere for a little bit.
When you say Venator, Aramis entirely snaps out of his zone out. They're here?
We don't know that they're here for you yet. We just know that they are here. Jumped into Atmo. And it's going to be a little while before the ship can fly again.
Aramis, again, he's trying to get that stoic look back on his face, but you can see the fear in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Solith looks at you. What are you thinking?
Girl, how long do you think it would take for the ship to get back to ship shape? And perhaps a couple modifications to be done? I don't want a repeat of last time with that battle cruiser.
I mean, I really haven't looked at it from the outside, so I don't know. The repair team will be here tomorrow, though, right?
Yes.
They can tell you then.
So Grawl, I will say, over what you have seen, you know it's going to be at least a couple days.
Probably a couple days, though.
Indeed. And if I wanted to adjust the thrusters and the backup hyperdrive, replace the backup hyperdrive and do a modification to the thrusters, how long do you think that would take?
That you can't say for sure because that's dependent on the competency of the people installing it.
I don't know. Depends on how good the team to get here is.
And as a side note, that 5 days is assuming you're at a facility specifically set up for it. So you're going to have the highest skilled engineers working on swapping those components, things like that. Right now where you're at is a bit more of a backwater.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you're looking to do that, personally, I'd say wait. I think we should get back to, where we start, Nalhada? Is it Nalhada?
Nar Shaddaa.
Narshada?
Yeah, you guys were on Nar Shaddaa when you started. Nalhada is a planet. It's not the planet you guys started on.
I think we should get back to Narshada as quick as possible. And then worry about upgrades.
Well, this one upgrade, I don't really want to wait on. Again, I don't want to have a repeat of that issue with the capital ship.
Solith looks at you. Unless you're looking to pick a fight with that Venator, I don't think you'll necessarily have that problem.
Not looking to start a fight. Just also looking to not get hit if they decide to fight.
Well, then we shouldn't give him a reason to pick a fight with us.
Sorry, heavy cruiser, whatever. Yeah. Divided by number of workers. Okay. So that, in theory, if we have enough people working on it, could be done in one day. Anyways. But I have to assume that Grawl's gonna have to do it himself, so that's gonna be 5 days. Okay. Well, let's try to get ship shape. So, if you can just lay low for at most a week, I will let you know when they are done with the repairs. And we can try to get off this rock.
All the Solith will look at you. All the contacts I had were connected to AFOD. No AFOD, no contacts.
I see. I'm assuming that's the same for you, Kaveri?
I have a few contacts, but let's just say one of them I'd rather avoid contacting, and one of them I can think of one of them who will help you, but they're not going to make it nice on you.
Alright, in that case, I will try to contact someone else real quick and see if they can. And I'm going to go ahead and ping Mushi on my comm.
He comes up after a moment. You again.
Hey Mushi, sorry to contact you so soon. I have a bit of an issue, and I would like to have a couple friends stay low somewhere for a little bit.
Well, I can see what I can come across. Define a little bit.
At most a week, I hope. Just until my ship is repaired.
Where's the one I got? Sorry, I'm trying to find the... I specifically had one that I had renamed.
Oh, for Mushi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find him right now. Well, I can see what I can figure out. Give me a little bit.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Certainly.
And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. By the way, did either of these two react to me mentioning Mushi?
They both are kind of giving you a look.
Just like, wait, really? I imagine that's the kind of look they're giving me, like...
Yeah, basically. Just that we thought he was dead.
Dead? No. That would be the other one that counts. Mushi just, decided to punch HK here. Well, you can imagine the consequences.
Well, he never was the brightest bulb in the socket.
Yes, something he reflected on after doing so. Fred, I'm afraid that you and HK are going to have to stay with me on the ship while the repairs happen. I'm not sure if Grawl is going to stay or not for the repairs. He's welcome to, of course. However, at the very least, we need Aramis and these other two to... Well... not be here when that's all going down. By the way, I just want to double check out of character. We don't have any contraband on us, do we? Like on the ship?
Unless you count Aramis.
I wasn't counting him as contraband, although yes, technically he is contraband. How strong does Aramis look?
How strong does he look? I mean...
How strong does he look?
I think he's indirectly asking for Aramis's level.
No.
Or strong?
I was actually looking for strength.
For strength
Like the
stat,
strength
okay.
score. Yeah, roughly, if I can get a ballpark of how strong he looks. Physically.
He seems to be about... With the clothing he's wearing currently, it's not easy to get an exact idea. But you wouldn't put him as more than maybe a bit above average, but not by much.
Okay.
That to me translates to at most 13. Strength mod, strength score.
Something like that. Piss me off. I cannot find that figure.
That's too bad.
I know I renamed it.
Gotta pull up vehicles.
Okay. Well, while Audie tries to find this figure and stuff, how do you guys want to divide up the money from this last job?
How much did we get in total?
13,500.
13,500.
No,
Let's
sorry, not
see.
13. 14. 14,000. No, 13's right. 13's right, sorry.
No, it was 13,500.
Yeah, 13,500. I was looking at something else.
So, I don't think we should give Fred any money because he didn't do anything.
No, Fred wasn't even there.
I
Also,
feel like
to be honest, go.
I feel like, personally, and hear me out, we should give Aramis a little bit more because he's going to be kind of needing it because, you know, he's going to be on the run for a hot minute. That's all.
Okay.
Personally, I mean, Kaviri and Solith weren't
They weren't
really.
part of the job. I don't think they were part of the job. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. So I wouldn't really give them much, if anything.
To be fair, it's not that they weren't part of the job, it's that they were on the opposite side of the part of the job.
Their payment is not getting killed.
Was getting at.
Their payment was not getting killed during the assault.
So, how about we give Aramis an extra 500 credits? And then each of us takes 3,250.
Sure.
So, Aramis would get 3,750.
That worked. At least I'm okay with it.
Alright.
Okay, and you're fine with that,
Sure.
Rook?
Sure.
Okay.
How does Aramis feel about getting slightly more than a 4-way cut?
I mean, you can definitely tell he's not going to complain. Considering he is going to have to figure out how to do everything he needs to.
How does Solid feel about it?
Based on how he's, he kind of looks at you guys as you're dividing out the money, but you can also see that he's like, you didn't kill me, so I don't think I can be too upset. Mushi was the Clatoonian, right? Yep, there it is, okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So a little while later, there's a beep at the hangar door.
Okay.
Let's change my credit amount on my sheet.
I guess I'm gonna go and check who it is. Sorry, are you gonna come with me?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Save that. Let's see. Okay, I have 28,000. It's not bad. I think I can actually afford that. Yeah, alternatively, I could just get one of those. That would be good.
So you let Mushi in, correct?
Yeah, I let in Mushi.
Okay.
Hey, Mushi. I'm guessing he still has a broken arm.
You can. He's got his arm in a sling. Although you can see you can see evidence that he was probably in a Bacta tank for a bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, damn. He got really fucked up that one time.
So I do have a place that I can take your people.
Okay. Come over here. I'm gonna. Just guess it.
So, if I'm gonna take them, we have to go soon.
Okay. Aramis, are you, Kavari, and Solith all ready to go?
Not like I have much, and well, they just got here, so as ready as we'll ever be.
All right. Thank you very much for doing this, Nishi.
Well, considering you didn't kill me, you had every right to.
By the way, Rook, are you gonna go with him or no? Are you gonna stay here? If you need to, you can probably stay here and help with the repairs. That'd probably help get us off the ground faster.
I mean, I have my own idea of what I want to do.
Okay. Well, up to you.
I mean, where are they going?
Basically just to hide out for a little bit. I kind of think it's probably going to be pretty boring.
Yeah, I'd probably stay here for now.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mushi, Kaferi. They will,
have a good time.
Without too much, they will take their leave.
Have a good time.
As they leave,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a familiar sound.
What kind of familiar sound?
The sound of a lat engine.
Well,
And after a moment, another. And another.
well, we're boned. Oh, bye, Rook.
Well, I mean, now that Aramis is
Oh.
off our ship,
Hang on a
so
second.
long as he's not caught.
You good, Rook?
I'm gonna restart the game.
Yeah, because on our end, you just crashed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tabbed out when it happened. So Sauce said that, and I was just like, huh? I tabbed back in and then gone.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. I was about to update my notes, damn it. Then that happened.
So,
Going.
oh. Alright, I guess,
Break time.
yeah, that's a good time to take a break. When we come back, we will...
We'll cover.
Yeah, we will cover figuring out the rest of what we're doing. So, for those watching, we will be back. I am trying to talk too fast. I am trying to talk faster than my brain will function. So, we'll be back in a minute, in just a few minutes, folks. Go find yourselves something to drink, use the restroom, whatever it is you guys got to do, and we will be back shortly. think... Are we all back?
I'm here. Haven't heard anything from the other two.
I'm back now.
Okay, I was gonna say, I see Lantas' hand moving around.
Yeah, I saw that too, but he wasn't saying anything, so I wasn't sure.
You back,
Yeah,
Sa, or
I-
not yet? Okay, looks like Sa is not back yet.
Yeah, I went and threw a load in the laundry.
Yeah, no worries.
Some new clothing just came in, so
Nice.
gotta clean that up. Yeah.
I went and grabbed myself some more to drink, because I was starting to run low.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can pick back up for the moment. Because there's not much that Sa's going to miss. So.
Okay.
So. Is there anything you guys wish to do with the time left in this day?
We hear the Lats landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard Lats.
Fortunately, we've already taken care of that problem. It's entirely up to them as to whether or not they get back to that hiding spot without getting caught.
Yeah.
And then, stay hidden.
You want to look at the clone troopers as the offload? Probably a bad idea.
I'm good. I'm not a gawker, if you know what I mean.
Not a rubbernecker.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to sleep and hope I don't hear blaster fire.
Yeah,
I'm sure
pretty
there'll
much.
be a lot of that.
I think Zorna's probably gonna go take a shower and stuff. Other than that, there's not a whole lot for her to do other than to look over the ship before the people come and make a checklist of everything she thinks needs to be done.
Yeah, But what time of day is it around?
Later in the afternoon at this point.
Yeah, I'll probably save that for tomorrow then.
You could help me make this checklist.
I suppose I'd help you make the checklist.
Excuse me. Ooh.
So I assume we just make a checklist of all of the things that need to be repaired.
Yeah.
And I'm probably
I
just
assume-
gonna shower.
I assume Fred goes back to his room. It was this one, right? Or is it blue?
This one.
Is it the green one or the blue?
Pretty sure it's this one.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
Then I assume HK would just go back.
It's not
But
like
if
a
Sal
criminal
wants, he
damage.
can. Sal can change where he wants to go if he gets back soon.
When he gets back in.
Yeah.
So,
I just meant if he gets back soon.
So does anything happen while I'm in the shower? That's the only question I have to ask.
We get a knock at the door. Phone troopers, open up.
Right? That would be my luck while I'm in the shower.
So, absolutely nothing happens.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna...
I had to throw a little bit into you.
No, you're good. I understand. Zorda's gonna go, do stuff, lounge in her room, make herself look good, feel good. Not that way.
Hmm.
I meant, stretching out, that kind of stuff. Nothing more.
Of course, of course. Of course.
This is a PG setting.
No. What are you talking about?
Definitely PG. I don't know what we're talking about. Nothing ever happens in Star Wars.
Uh-huh. Definitely. Nothing ever.
There isn't any books that cover anything that's not PG. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
That's not a thing.
Sorry.
God, all I'm thinking to myself is I'm just remembering the fucking bullshit Lucas pulled in the first couple movies with Carrie Fisher. There's no bras in space. No, no, no.
There's no bras in space, and then, well, okay, there's this type of bra. Brings out iron bikini top.
Right. Oh man, the shit she had to put up with. Fucking duct tape. Duct tape. It's the fucking. Fucking God. I'm sorry. I just remembered.
Alright.
It's all good.
Anyways. And I guess, probably by the time I'm done with that, it's probably mealtime, so I'll get food and stuff.
Yeah.
And then...
Fred will come out and actually make a meal for everybody on the ship.
Okay.
Keep an HK, and then I get his share.
What may come as a shock to most, Fred's actually a fairly decent cook.
Yay!
It's not quite the, higher end dining that Zorna would expect from, her accommodations. But it doesn't taste like cheap shit.
Let's go.
It actually has some decent flavor to it.
It's not burnt oatmeal?
Yeah, not burnt oatmeal.
Not burnt oatmeal.
Let's go.
Not burnt oatmeal. God damn it. I guess while I'm doing that, I'm going to start... Can I just assume that there's, learning programs on the net for learning languages?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to start...
some languages. There are certain languages you would not be able to learn through those.
Okay. Let me check if this one's one of them, then. Just remember the language name. So give me a second. Oh, we lost Saw.
He's been sent to AFK.
He's been sent to the AFK realm.
I'll pull him back. Where was I? Right, languages. Darn it. Where is that? Okay. There we go. This one be among the ones that I could find on the
Are you looking to learn to understand it, or do you actually want to speak it?
understand it, at least.
Yeah, you can find some information on that.
I assume that so long as I can understand it, I'll eventually learn how to sort of speak it?
You would have trouble speaking it because there are certain things that you just aren't physically capable of doing. So you could kind of speak it.
Okay,
but
so it would be the same as like me knowing binary. I can't really speak it, but I understand.
Correct.
You know? Okay. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I just need to be able to understand it and communicate with them. Because usually they know basic. I think.
They can understand basic. They can't speak it.
Yeah.
Wookiees?
Yeah.
Yeah, can understand basic.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So long as I can, understand it. I just need to be able to understand it properly.
Yeah.
My next guess would have been Gamorreans. Then I don't have a third guess.
Yeah, those are pretty much the only two races I can think of that can understand but not speak other languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start working on that.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna put learning for now for that.
yeah. So, Rook, what are you doing?
It's the next day now.
No, right now we're going over the last things we're doing before roll over into the next day.
Oh, okay. In that case, no, nothing.
Okay. All right, high or low?
It's just us two.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with high.
High it is. Lantas, we're fools. We've been rolling low all night. We should have picked low.
We've been rolling low all night. That doesn't necessarily mean
No,
Oddy's been rolling entirely low all night.
To be
Also,
fair, for the most part, I think the highest roll I've rolled tonight is a 14. So,
yeah. Also,
and the majority of them
Oh,
are
we're gonna
under
get them.
10.
Yes, but from
We're
my
sure-
experience, when you take a break, your luck for all of that just goes out the window.
I was just
Because
making a
of the
joke.
break. I know.
Anyways, let's go.
So, Zorna,
Uh-huh.
as you are laying down getting ready for bed,
Oh, fun.
you are signaled that there is somebody requesting permission to enter your hangar.
Oh, I'm gonna come on down, and can I see who it is from the ramp?
No. Hangar is closed currently.
Okay.
You have to either give permission to enter or ignore it.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna call.
you would take.
I imagine I would grab Fred and HK and have them meet me down at the hangar, and then get permission to enter.
Okay.
Oh, Saga?
No.
Hello, sorry about that.
No worries.
Welcome back.
So,
Well,
going?
you
so
missed dinner, you bastard.
to fill you in, rest of the day went without any significant happenings until Zorna was getting ready for bed, and she got signaled that there was requests to enter the hangar. And this is what entered.
Interesting. Oh, that's not insubstantial amount of Stormtroopers. Clone troopers. They're not stormtroopers yet.
They're not stormtroopers yet.
So this one will approach.
Well, let's check out their aim first.
Are you the captain of this vessel?
Yes.
This is the Requiem, correct?
Yes.
Stand by for one moment, please. He'll turn and go back to. He speaks to these two. This one begins.
These
Yep.
two, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They begin barking orders to the rest of them. These ones spread out, taking security positions essentially around the ship. And this one kind of maintains his position here. And these ones just kind of stand too, waiting. Apologies for the late hour, Captain. We're doing an investigation as it seems some things went missing from the ship when you left. And we just wanted to do a precursory inspection and confirm that it did not get left aboard your ship.
All right. Right. Some things, right?
So with your permission, if my troops could come aboard your ship.
Certainly. And I'm going to go ahead and, sort of step to the side.
So
I'm going to assume Fred's going to do the same.
yeah.
Now, the real question is, are they going to actually see Grawl in there? Like, he's such a tiny little thing.
I'm just laying in bed.
I'm going to assume they're doing, like, taking 20 to search.
Yes.
You trying to hide the left God damn it, sauce.
So, Captain, is there anything that we need to know about on board the vessel?
I'm honestly trying to think of anything that they would need to know about. Is there anything that they would need to know about? I don't think there is.
No, I mean we don't have any cargo that we can show them, and we don't have any hidden stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of anything, honestly.
Just wait for a clone to walk into my room.
Ooh, show them the really cool bug you picked
oh, right. There is one more crew member. He's a very small little thing.
Is he in his quarters presently?
He should be. We were all about to turn in.
Okay. Point of order. Grawl,
Yeah?
when you went to your quarters to sleep, did you lock your door?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So the commander brings his hand up to the side of his helmet. You know, that the universal sign of somebody's talking to me on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
In the quarters attached to your engineering bay. Is that where this other crew member is?
Indeed. That is correct.
All right. Would you contact him and request him to unlock his door so that his room can be inspected?
Sure. One moment. I'm gonna go ahead and ping Grawl on the internal system. Grawl?
What's up?
We have some clone troopers here who are doing an inspection. If you would please be so kind as to open your quarters so they can inspect it.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure
And
what they're
I
looking for.
go over and unlock and open the door. Hey, do you need me just go where the others are, or can I just stay here? What's up?
You can stay here. I won't be but a moment.
Probably
Are
just
these-
stepped over you.
Are these crates in your room, or are they like tables?
Whatever was here when I got here, so I guess it'd be up to Zornet.
I'm gonna say that they're all empty crates. Okay.
Okay.
Just for brevity's sake.
Makes sense. So he kind of opens
Except
them up,
for,
sees it's... Yeah.
I guess that might be like a little dresser thingy.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
So he looks inside the crates, and they're all empty. He only is there for a few moments before he simply wanders back out and continues his inspection.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I close the door and lock it in and can go right back to bed.
Honestly, this would probably be one of the better places to hide shit. Just like have a hidden compartment under one of the crates or some shit.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna fucking look in Crawl's room.
The commander looks at you again. Captain, I assume your quarters are the ones next to the cockpit.
Indeed.
Would you be willing to allow my trooper inside to inspect?
Certainly. I'm gonna step past it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open the
Fred
door.
will stay here. HK, are you going to... Would you follow Zorna, or...
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the door, and he steps inside. I'm assuming these are, like, dressers or something?
This is a dresser. Those are, yeah.
I mean, they're the same designs as these things, so they're probably some sort of cargo containers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they're really tall ones.
Okay.
And basically, like, dressers and stuff, like, you know.
Like armoires? Something
Yeah.
like that? Okay. Okay. He looks through them kind of haphazardly.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily disrespectful of your belongings, but he's not... You know, he doesn't seem to actually...
Give a shit.
Give too much of a shit.
Yeah. I'm assuming that there's probably, like, a full-length mirror attached to this one's door or something like that.
Probably something like that.
Oh, I know. It's a mirror display. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so, yeah.
The display is built into the mirror?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna head back. Oh, wasn't that one of the guys that was
Yeah,
taking
it was.
point?
Oh,
Yeah.
Rook, you just dropped again.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Issues tonight. Not sure why.
So,
Well, stream so you can keep track of things, Rook. Even if you
after
drop.
about 15 minutes, all the troopers finally make their way back. Everything seems clear and accounted for, sir. And they, begin to take their positions and disembark. The commander looks at you. So, is there anything that you took off our Venator that you may have gotten rid of since?
Okay, if I say no because I'm specifying thing, do I need to roll deception? I'm just asking out of character. It's a valid question.
Okay, so that leads to this question for you. In character, do you understand the subtext of why they came to talk to you?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to roll deception no matter
Yes.
what. Okay, that's all I need to know. I'm gonna say no, and roll deception.
Okay.
Please be a decent roll. Okay, so 19.
Okay.
Damn. Not great rolls tonight.
It's hard to tell through his helmet.
Ah, shit.
Well, ma'am, if you can think of anything that may have come from the Venator that you didn't think of before, please do not hesitate to get in contact with us. We are not only here as part of this investigation, but we've also been assigned to set up an Imperial presence here on Tatooine.
I see. Well, I'm mostly just here for repairs. But if I can think of anything, I will be sure to contact.
Certainly. Have a wonderful night, and we apologize for our disruption.
Of course. I hope you have a good night as well. And I'm going to go ahead and lock everything down. Out of character, he definitely didn't believe me, right?
You're not sure?
I don't think he believed me. Oh well. Darn 7. If it had been an 8, it would have been a 20.
He actually beat you by 2, not 1, so.
So, Rook, you went back to bed, correct?
There we go. Yes.
Alright. Zorna, going to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to bed.
Alright, Fred goes back to bed. So that leaves HK. HK, are you going to go to your charging station, or...
I think I'll just hang out for a little bit.
You might crash out again, Rook.
Yeah. It says you're still connecting and you have over 999 ping.
Yep, there it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, so HK, are you going to go back to your charging station? Are you going to,
No, I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit.
Okay.
And by that I mean hold guard duty.
Makes sense. Especially seeing as, the Empire just showed up.
Yeah.
You're gonna use the ship sensors?
For what?
Because, to help with guard duty. Know what's going on outside.
I guess.
Because I imagine that while it isn't, while the ship is mostly powered down, I guess the sensors would still be working, wouldn't they?
Oh, wow.
What? Rook?
My internet disconnection moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we noticed because you went complete robot mode.
Yeah.
I feel like my internet's pissed at me.
So, the rest of the night goes without a hitch. The next morning, rather than being given a signal requesting entry, you are notified that somebody has entered your hangar.
Huh. Okay, that's unusual. I'm going to call Fred and ask HK to help me greet whoever the fuck this is. ISP. God damn it.
And Fred comes out. You can tell he is still half asleep. His shirt is kind of half open.
Okay.
He's not like undressed, but he's very much like, you can tell he got dressed in a hurry while still half asleep. Like a couple of the buttons are offset.
Too.
Oh yeah.
I imagine I look pretty frizzled too.
As the boarding ramp comes to the bottom, you're greeted by these two.
Yes, may I help you?
This is the Requiem, is it not?
Yes. What is this about?
We are your repair crew. Well, some of them.
Ah, I see. I'm going to go ahead and ping Grawl. Grawl,
Yes.
it appears that our repair crew is here. Would you like to greet them?
Do I have to?
No, but it's probably a good idea, wouldn't it be? You will be working with them, won't you?
I mean, I kind of wanted to do something around town while they worked on it.
All right.
Would you mind if we brought in the rest of our work crew?
Certainly.
Wonderful. One moment. He raises his arm and you realize he is also wearing a wrist computer.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Zorna, have you had any encounters with the CIS? Particularly with their ground forces.
Aside from what we've covered so far?
Correct. Like prior in your backstory.
I don't think they would have been that interested in my world.
Okay.
So probably not. Maybe some of them...
Because the reason I ask that is this is the rest of his work crew.
Oh.
However, in place of rifles, they are carrying different tools.
Of course. I remember this kind of crap from... I get the reference. Okay.
So the reason I was asking is because if you had... I couldn't recall if in your backstory you'd had any encounters, particularly any negative encounters with the CIS. Because a squad of battle droids just strolling in for somebody, you know, imagine being a clone and having this come in.
Yeah, I know. It would be quite traumatic.
Alright, I've gotten ready. What the... Oh my god, what the fuck?
Girl comes down ramp, sees a whole bunch of battle droids walking in with like fusion cutters and shit.
By the way, she has been the one talking so far. So, are we all right to get started?
Sure.
Don't worry, the droids only work on some of the less refined pieces of work. Their main focus is on large scale, not minute. That's what Vorn is here for. And at this point, you see the other man. He is very, very tiny. He's probably no more than 5 feet tall. And that would be if he was fully standing up straight. He is kind of like this curled... you know, as you grow old, your spine kind of curves forward and you kind of get this hunch to you. He has that elder hunch to him. He is, you know... He looks every bit this image. And he looks up at you, Zorna. You're a pretty one.
Indeed. Definitely not a reference to those.
I mean, yes and no. The thing is those are expensive, and
these are a lot cheaper. They're all junkers.
Yeah, I mean, you can see spots where, like, arms do not match. Like, you can see some that have paint marks on them like they came off of different droids. And you're fairly certain for these 8 that you can see, there are probably another 10 or so. So far, you don't see it, but you're not... I mean, you can also see... You can also visibly see spots.
You know what I'm referencing by the green spot bits, right? Because they would change the paint job for every environment they would go into to camouflage it.
Yeah.
So there was the green ones.
No, you can see evidence that these, they've been heavily worked on.
That's not loading. I don't know why.
I have heard this. I have heard that. That was a fantastic one.
I had to post it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know it's off topic.
No, it's all right. That popped up for me the other day on TikTok, and I about fell out of my chair. So.
Hey, you guys know that there are clones here, right? If they walk into the hangar, they're not gonna like what they see.
So she looks around for a moment, like she hears your voice. It takes her fully stepping over here and kind of looking to actually see you, and she goes, "Aren't you so adorable?"
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, this is gonna end well. Bye, girl. Nice knowing you.
Girl, are you gonna hide behind HK? I highly recommend it.
I just imagine I have a look of just utter confusion.
Oh no, he's confused. Like when the rodent sees a snake.
So
I was gonna
she'll
say, like when a extrovert sees a cute dog.
yeah, that would be accurate. So she'll look back at you, Zorna. Zorna, correct, Zorna? Zorna Zvad? Zorvad?
Yes?
So, I will have my team start working on patching up the damage to the hull, and Vorn here will start working on internal systems with your engineer wherever they might be.
Brawl?
Yeah, right here.
Would you be willing to work with Vorn for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, that tiny one is your engineer?
He is quite competent.
Well, okay.
I'm
then.
watching her expression as like a hawk at the
You
moment.
kind of see her go through this series of expressions: confusion, surprise, amusement. Just this whole... Well, very well then. I shall get my droids to work.
Okay.
She fucking ignored what I said.
Out of
I noticed
character. Out of character. Yeah, I was trying to watch to see if, because at this point, Zorna's afraid of her trying to like do something like kidnap Grawl or enslave him and anything like that. Just like watching her like a hawk.
And Vorn kind of meanders his way up to you. So, youngin', how long have you worked on ships for?
A while. Probably not as long as you.
Oh, there aren't many who have worked on them as long as me. Grawl, roll a perception check for me.
Oh, boy. Where's that metal dice that's... There's the metal dice that Saw gave me. I place my blame onto Saw if it's bad.
How does this work?
How this works.
Do this to me.
Oh, god damn it. 12.
You cannot place it. But as you look at his face, something looks off. Not like wrong, but just not entirely normal.
Oh no. Oh, he's right next to Saw. Does Saw get a perception check?
Do I? Do I have to roll?
Hang on a
being
second.
foolish?
Pay attention to your DMs in Discord.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, pleasure knowing you all. I'm going to kill you now. Let me check.
That's one thing. Because if you do, that changes.
Couple things.
Okay. I will give you a perception check.
Four. No.
Hey, Saw's rolling really good tonight.
All 2 of my rolls. How do I clear? 15 plus. No, that's the negative sign. Equals 31 in total.
Okay. As you look at him, you start to realize one of his eyes is not a real eye. And you notice his hat, as much as he's tried to pull it down, you can see about where his hairline would normally start. You can see his head appears to be metal.
Oh.
Alright. Vorn, was it?
Yes.
Let's go look at this. Let's go look at the systems.
Certainly. Lead the way.
Let's see, Reapers. Probably what I leave to here.
Huh? All right. Before we pick up with that, HK, are you going to?
Am I going to...
Are you going to say anything to either of them? Either Fred or Zorna?
No.
Okay.
Not right now, anyway.
Okay. Alright, so you get into the engineering bay. Oof. You took quite a beating.
Yeah. Barely managed to keep this thing together enough to get here.
Well, as much as it's damaged, I think we can fix your hyperdrive. Your life support systems have been very well repaired. I presume you did that.
Yep.
What I just posted?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but that's what that screams to me is,
Well, what should we fix first? What do you think? What do you want to fix first, little one?
The hyperdrive.
The hyperdrive. All right. He begins to. He'll disconnect a cable and hook it up another spot, and he'll remove a component, flip it around, and place it somewhere else. Very quickly, you realize that he seems to know this. It's almost as if he has the schematics of this hyperdrive pictured in his mind.
God damn, I know exactly what this is. Okay, well, Zorna is going to ask HK and Fred to keep an eye on them for a little bit and go start getting ready for the day.
Yeah.
Which includes, her, fucking 30-minute shower or whatever it is. Probably takes her a good hour.
Takes her a good hour to get that 30-minute shower.
No, just to get ready. A good hour to get that 30-minute shower. Yeah, you know what? Fucking sure.
No, all of you know the kind of person I'm talking about. Oh, it only takes me 30 minutes to shower. An hour and a half later, they're still not out. We all know that type. We all know at least one person like that.
Yeah, it's me. I feel fucking attacked right now.
Sorry, man.
Listen, man. When you get in a warm shower, it just feels nice.
Heck,
No?
warm shower.
Do you hate cold showers?
Not exclusively.
You're dead to me.
See,
Alright, well, game's done.
I started out being that, I base the temperature on, but I wouldn't usually. But my ex used to take showers that were so hot it felt like it was melting my skin off.
Ow. Shit.
And I got so used to it that now I can't take anything more than a almost scaldingly hot shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brother gets mad at me because I steam up the bathroom so much.
Guessing this guy probably has an improved sensor package or shit like that.
Anyways.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other things, yeah.
So he'll look at you, and he starts giving you orders on, disconnect this, plug it in here. And he does a fantastic job. Whenever he's telling you to do something, he will explain it to you in explicit detail exactly what he wants you to do. So, if it's not just unplug and plug in here. It's like, unplug from this spot, plug it into this spot, and give it a quarter turn to the right. Explicit details of little oddball things he wants you to do.
I mean, it seems like he knows a thing or two, so I'm listening to his instructions.
After a couple of hours, he kind of steps back, looks at it, need some more components. I can bring those tomorrow. We can finish this tomorrow, if you wish to wait. It is usable now, but it won't work as well as it normally would.
We have a couple days.
Good. Your life support is good. Let's work on your shields next.
Alright.
He reaches up and takes off his hat, and as his hat comes away, you can basically, from the top of the forehead, draw a line across follow kind of the hairline, go just around behind the ears and down the back to the base of where the base of his skull would be. And you can see that entire part of his head has been replaced.
Is it just on one half, or is it just
No, the entirety.
entire thing?
The entirety. So basically, from the hairline back all the way.
Holy shit.
His ears are still there, his face is still there, but the rest of his head is now metal.
Oof.
I do not comment, but I do look.
Are you just kind of looking, or is it that kind of surprise, like accidental gawk?
Probably the latter.
Okay. Yeah. So he takes the hat off and he kind of stretches for a moment, and albeit he's not sweating, you can see him do that head wipe like somebody would do if they were sweating. More out of like impulse and habit than out of actual need. And as he goes to put his hat back on, he kind of stops for a second and looks at you. I guess this would be kind of shocking, wouldn't it? He pulls his hat back down.
You could say that.
Mira saved me from well, let's just say those droids she has their previous functions almost killed me. And she saved me. And then I realized I owed her a lot. And so here I am working for her.
Oh boy. You don't hold any grudges against the B1s.
Grudges? They're not the same. They've been memory wiped. They've been reprogrammed. They've been implanted with a safety device.
Oh. Fair enough.
And this is the ones that are left after I took the arm off of one and beat the ever-loving shit out of several more. She used to have 20 of them. Now she has 8.
Fair enough.
I do give warning. Don't let them, don't let them stay on your ship too long. Are you the ones paying for this, or do you have a patron paying for it?
We worked a deal out.
That doesn't answer the question.
I don't think we are paying for it technically, but it is our ship.
Oh, obviously it's your ship. If she asks you to leave a droid on the ship until she gets payment, make sure to put it someplace not too vital. And with that, he wanders around and he finds the equipment for the shield and begins the same process of what he did with the hyperdrive.
All the shield emitters.
Right now, he's working on the actual shield core.
Shield generator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the word. I was like, shield, I couldn't, my brain just totally putzed it.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Fred will kind of come in here and keep an eye on them. So, HK, as you are watching Mira, you can see she's constantly checking. She has a wrist computer. She's constantly checking. But she keeps eyeing the ship.
Okay. Nothing too suspicious about that.
You, droid, where's your captain?
My captain is in the shower right now.
One of those types. Can't stand to be dirty. Whatever, and she'll
As
walk.
I understand it, being clean is a basic.
She
biological
essentially,
function.
she's as you start talking, she just basically waves her hand and wanders off.
More like, instead of just being obsessed about being clean, it's more just like how
I
she was
see.
raised.
You are one of those people. He says, presumably under his breath.
No, let's face it. HK units are not subtle enough to do that under their breath.
You're right. You're right. He says as she's walking away.
She just kind of ignores you. So by the time Vorn and Grawl get done with the shield generator, Zorna, you will have finished your routine. You are now ready for the day.
Okay. I guess I'll go into the cockpit and do diagnostics on systems, see how far they've come.
So based on system diagnostics, your hyperdrive is at about 65% function.
Gotcha.
So it's manageable. It's not perfect, but it's manageable. The shield generator is at about 40%. But you can also, the diagnostic also shows you there's some components from both devices that are missing. Things that definitely are necessary, and realistically, if you assuming you're going to go and ask, basically Forn just says, yes, need the parts. We'll get the parts and bring them tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come and check up on everything.
Yeah. So, Vorn will go through and show you, like you say something to him about missing components, and he'll point to spots where those components would go, and explain, just gotta get the new components. We will have them tomorrow. Couldn't get them now because we had to figure out what we needed, and now we know what we need, so we can bring it tomorrow. Got it all up here.
And he taps his head.
Yep. By the way, he has his hat back on, so you cannot see what Grawl has
I'm
seen.
just like, he must have a really good memory.
Do roll me a perception check, though.
Okay, perception check.
What does Fred see?
Fred sees jack shit.
That's a 10. That's a fucking 10. I'm sorry.
Do you see jack shit?
I don't look to see any.
That's a 10 with yeah. Yeah, you don't see anything. Again, same sort of thing. You can see something about the way he looks doesn't feel right. Not like feels wrong or feels bad, but just feels off. Like there's something you're seeing that doesn't make sense in what you see.
Okay. All right. Girl, how's everything going? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'm kidding. I'm more just see what Girl has to say.
Yeah.
I mean, seems like he knows what he's doing. So, probably fixing it better than I could.
All right. And I'm gonna go wander up front and sort of watch what they're doing out here.
All right. So, here's my next question for you guys. Do you want to roleplay out the entire time that they are doing the repairs? Or would you like to just treat this as a skip?
I'd be fine with a skip. I don't know about the rest of you two.
Rook, Sa?
Huh? Sorry, run that again.
Do you guys want to roleplay out the entirety of the rest of the time of them doing the repairs? Or would you like to just treat this as a skip?
Boy, would I not. I think with this, I'd like to just skip.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
skip.
Yep. And I will say, at some point during the time, all of you will discover Vorn.
Okay.
Um,
And his situation.
yeah, and what he ends up explaining is Mira found him, and his memories are fuzzy. He recalls that his home was attacked by the Separatists, and he had been seriously injured, grievously injured almost. And in discussing it, Mira explains out, yeah, he was on the verge of death. His home had been bombarded because they lived near a Republic operating post. And we're not talking like an actual Republic base, but just like essentially a little tent city where they had a forward operating position. And it just happened to be the CIS decided, we're going to bomb that thing into the Stone Age. And, the CIS droids being known for, being able to carry out orders and having a certain degree of ability, but they aren't perfect. And a couple of the bombarding shots hit his home, killed his family. As you talk about it, he was already fairly old, and the fact that he survived was, as he so eloquently explains it, the odds of him having survived were high enough for a clone trooper to question how he lived. Yes, he underwent a procedure. You find out one of his eyes is a cybernetic. He still has his brain. He still has one of his lungs and his heart. And he still has a good chunk of his digestive system. But beyond that, he's cybernetic. And as he's telling you about some of it, he'll lift up a pant leg, and you can see it's essentially a B1 leg. Good chunk of him has been replaced with similar components to the B1s. And he felt so indebted that he offered himself up as essentially an indentured servant to Mira. So, with that, if you guys don't mind, I think we're going to call tonight's session to an end because it is almost midnight for me.
Yep, it's pretty late.
So,
You're good.
It's almost my deadline too.
yep. So, let me outro the stream really quick, and then we'll chat for a couple minutes before we call it a night. All right, guys?
Okay.
So, give me just a minute. All right, folks. So, with that, we are going to call things a night. Thank you all for coming out. I am hoping on Sunday to do a maintenance stream. Start working on rebuilding the overlays which I lost. Start working on getting everything in my stream back to where it was. If you want to come hang out, I would appreciate it. Beyond that, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Peace.